Vontobel is a banking group from Switzerland, 90-year-olds. The majority is held by the Vontobel families, and it's active in the fields of investment banking, asset management and private banking. By the end of June last year, it had 170 billion Swiss francs assets under management. There are 1,400 employees working at 20 locations around the world. Well, we are doing the Swedish business out of Frankfurt according to our keyword Swiss quality, made in Germany. The reason is simple. Vontobel Frankfurt is responsible for the business with retail structured products within the EU. Vontobel in Frankfurt has about 20 employees who have successfully built up the business in Germany, in Austria and in Luxembourg, and therefore we thought it was a good idea to have this expansion to Sweden done out of Frankfurt. It's Bank Vontobel Europe who is the market maker for the products, and the Vontobel Financial Products GmbH, which is the issuer of the products. However, it's Swiss quality. Any risk management, any pricing, any hedging is done by Bank Vontobel in Zurich, and the products are issued under the guarantee of the mother of the company, of the Vontobel Holding. We have been successful over the last years. In Germany, we have been the highest new entrant in the market since 2009. In Switzerland, we have been successful for almost 2 decades. We are among the top 3 in Switzerland. We are among the top 8 in Germany. And Sweden was for us a natural choice because the Swedish market is a very young and very transparent market, a very fast growing market, and especially the NGM is the most important exchange for retail structured products in Sweden, and therefore we decided to start in Sweden, to expand to Sweden. NGM, Sweden and Vontobel, I think that perfectly fits together. There's room for one more issuer in the Swedish market. Certainly, I'm convinced of it. Look at the market in Germany. There are 15 to 20 issuers which compete for the investors, which compete for market share. Here in Sweden at NGM, 3 issuers count for 90% of the market share. In Germany, there are 10 issuers who count for 90% of the market. And I think an additional issuer can provide the investors with additional benefit with regard to ideas, with regard to services, with regard to products. And I think Vontobel can enter into this role, can fill out this role, and we will enrich the Swedish market. We started with bull and bear certificates on the OMX and on the DAX. Swedish investors prefer products on the indices, but it's too narrow to describe this preference for indices only as a habit of the Swedish investors. It's all over the world. The indices are the most important asset class to invest in because indices are easily accessible, they are transparent, they are liquid, and therefore you can implement your investment strategies very easily. Therefore, I think like in Germany, like in Switzerland, also in Sweden, the indices are the basis for the business in retail structured products. Most traded in Sweden, I think that will continue. These are the bull and bear certificates on an index like the DAX and the OMX. Also, to some respect, I prefer other products. I think the majority of the investors will decide for these index products, and I'm happy with this decision. Well, the most popular products in Switzerland and in Germany, there's a differentiation compared to the Swedish market. Both markets in Switzerland and in Germany, they are at around 25 years old. They are 25 years ripe. And this means they have a broad range of products, a broad range of payout profiles, a broad range of underlyings which they offer to the client. Look at the German market. the investors can decide among 1.1 million different products. So it's different. It depends from the attitude which the investor has, whether he prefers speculative products, leverage products, whether he prefers investment products. And therefore, it's very different to describe, very difficult to describe which concrete product is the most popular. The Swedish market has one big advantage compared to the Swiss and the German market. The Swedish market directly entered the life in the digital world. This means much more transparency than in other markets. Other markets had to develop a lot with regard to investor services, with regard to products. Sweden can directly use this know-how from other European markets and therefore has a big advantage in that. On the other hand, it's still a young market and therefore it's the same as the German and the Swiss market. Both markets started with leverage product. I expect that the Swedish market will expand its product range to, for example, investment products like reverse convertibles, discount certificate, bonus certificates, that they will achieve more attraction by investors. Our biggest advantage on the Swedish market is in the DNA of Vontobel, there are retail structured products. We know how this market works. We have been in this market for more than 2 decades, so we know how investors work, how is the culture of them, and we live it by the 3 Ps, as I call it. It's first products, it's prices, and it's publicity. Products, we will issue the products which the investors require, and we will continuously update and expand this product range as the market requires for that. Then prices, we will do an attractive, good market making, a reliable market making with attractive spreads, so that investors can permanently buy and sell our products at attractive prices. And third, it's publicity. It's not publicity in the marketing sense. We are looking for publicity in informing and educating the investors with roadshows, with webinars, with newsletters, to build up a long-term relationship to the retail investors here in Sweden. I think that is a key. These are the 3 key factors for success here in Sweden. I think our first objective is to be a reliable, a trustful, an established and a leading issuer here in the Swedish market. And as soon as we have discussed and reached that, then we discuss the expansion to other countries. Our expectation for the investment climate in 2015 is described by our strategists in Zurich. They see a recovery of the world economy, however, with substantial headwinds at some time. It might be some armored conflicts, but it might be also a crisis in the Eurozone. However, after the Draghi decision, the QE in the Eurozone, this risk at the moment looks a little bit less than it is be. Another thing is that we expect that the US economy will rise, that the growth rate will continue, and that we expect an increase in the interest rates in the US at the second quarter of this year. We think that there could be a parity between the euro and the US dollar, and we are favorable for Eurozone shares. We are favorable for bonds in emerging market local currencies, and for example also for Japanese shares. Also, this is an investment theme which is at the moment to European investors very far away. But we have decided to become a member of the NGM because it's the biggest market for retail structured products in Sweden. It has a high technology it is very transparent, it is dedicated to the customers, and so it was the natural partner for Vontobel for its expansion to Sweden.